Okay. Um, can you can hear me and everything all right?
Yeah, I can.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for taking some time. Just wanted to ask you a few questions just about your experience with me and then, experience this summer too, because you were in the hybrid program, or Jackson was in the hybrid program.
hmm
So I guess just to start, I'll have you say, um, just tell everybody a little bit about yourself and then how you and Jackson like got involved with me.
Okay. I'm Katie Waid. I am Jaxson Waid's mom, and we found out about you through the Warrior Club. At the time, Jackson was part of the Warrior Club,
Hmm.
and you were coming to the training sessions that we were having during the winter. And I was asking around to coach, who he recommended for some private trainings, because that's something we had done when we lived in North Dakota prior to moving here.
I
And
didn't
he
even know that.
recommended you because we were working with you guys already, or you already. And then I think I reached out to you on social media and you responded like immediately. And then we started arranging times for I think first we started with the like small groups
Hmm.
over at Warrior Complex, and then we eventually moved to, the summer program, which was at Wright State.
That's right. That's awesome. I didn't even know you were from North Dakota.
I am not from North Dakota. I'm from Nebraska.
Wow, so you've been all over the place.
Yep, Nebraska, Nevada, North Dakota, and here.
Wow.
Mhm.
Wait, how old was Jackson when you guys moved here?
Ooh, he was going into fifth grade, so he must have been 11.
Oh, okay. Wow, so that was like
Or
kind of
11.
recent.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, Jackson, how old's Jackson now?
he is 12. He'll be
Yeah.
13 on October 11th.
Wow, so that was recent. Wow,
Mhm.
okay. I feel like I probably knew that, but I didn't realize it was North Dakota. That's cool. Um,
Sucks there.
yeah.
Just edit that part out.
Um, well, okay, so Jackson, tell me a little bit more about Jackson. I mean, I can speak to who Jackson is as a player, but um, like from your perspective, how does he like to play, and then how have you seen him improve kind of over the past few months from your perspective?
Yeah. So, just a little background on Jackson. He started playing soccer at the age of 3 in Nevada.
Hmm.
And Nevada is very much a soccer state. Some states, like North Dakota, is more hockey. Nevada is soccer. So
Yeah.
we were kind of blessed there because there was lots of opportunities for him. And he started in like a very like skilled skills program there when he was like 5. And he did that, up until we moved. Um, and he started playing club in North Dakota. That was like his first time ever playing like club soccer. And he obviously figured out immediately he definitely favors that left foot. So he, up until probably working with you, only ever really used that left foot. We try to get him to use the right and just wasn't
Yeah.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Um, I would say since working with you, I've noticed he has a lot more confidence. I would say not just with soccer, but in other areas as well. He looks people in the eye more, which was something
Awesome.
he struggled with a
Yeah.
lot, actually.
Yeah.
He kind of like looks down. Um, I noticed even with you, like from the first time you met you to like the last time we saw you, he wasn't as shy to talk to you about things.
Hmm.
And I just feel like his skills have grown. Like that right foot's a lot better. Still needs a lot of work, but it's a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
I've noticed like um, even off the field, like is really caring about like what he puts in his body, like food wise. I know you guys really haven't gone over that, but I think he
Yeah.
sees like you obviously take care of yourself, like you're, a college athlete.
Mhm.
And I think he's been better about that. And just skill wise, I mean, I've noticed a big change. He explodes more when he's playing. Um, he's more vocal on the field. So
Oh, okay, awesome. I love to hear that. Yeah, I think, for anybody out there who's watching this, um, I guess a little bit more about me is I never really used my weak foot until later in high school, honestly. Um, like I think I kind of had a natural feel for the game, but I was very much relied on my athleticism. Um, and so I think I've come to appreciate, obviously, and emphasizing technique a lot is
Mhm.
important, but also I think I was probably never the most technically gifted player on any of my teams. So I think being a presence on the field and, being more confident off the field, super important, as you know. So that's awesome. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate
Mhm.
that. So I think the next thing I'd want to talk about is about the summer. So I'll give a little bit of background. The summer, I had six participants in this hybrid program this summer, and basically what we did um, was I would just kind of get. All right, we're back. Sorry, my recording shut off. I kind of forget what we were talking about, but let's. Oh, the summer program.
Mhm.
Yeah, hybrid program. Basically, there'd be stuff to do off the field, and then we'd meet in person, kind of to emphasize the stuff off the field. I think I really liked it as a starting point. I think with where I wanted to go, and I think you could speak to this. I would want there to be more accountability for the stuff to
Mhm.
do at home.
Yeah.
Because just full transparency, I ran this through Google Docs, and obviously there's not a lot you could do accountability wise. Um, And so as I move forward, that's definitely a priority. But I just want to ask you a little bit about your experience, um, like doing something like that. Did you enjoy that, compared to just like random sessions? Because I didn't, I enjoyed it a lot more. So I don't know about you.
Yeah, I definitely enjoyed having like, as much as we could have that set schedule just because I think, as a parent, a person, you can't it's really difficult to just arrange things like last minute, you
Yeah,
know, kind of some of the group ones, I feel like, people can't do this, can't do
yeah,
that,
sure.
can do this, but can't do that. So it was nice to just have that set schedule. I also really liked being at Wright. I know Jackson really liked being at
Yeah.
Wright State.
Mhm.
I think it kind of like added to that, it like made it a cool atmosphere. He's practicing in a really cool space, and
Yeah.
yeah, we loved everything about that summer program.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. The Wright State facility, it's nice. I'm able to use that. Um,
Mhm.
Obviously now I'm in Columbus for anybody that's watching this that doesn't know that. Um, and so it's a little harder to run stuff like that, especially this fall. So that kind of leads into the next question. Um, because we're going to do an online program this fall with Jackson,
Yep.
starting in September. And so I just kind of wanted to ask you like what intrigued you about that? Um, and then like what are kind of things you're looking forward to about that? At least that what we've gone over about what that's going to look like.
Yeah, I think what intrigued me about that is it allows you to continue your relationship with Jackson, even though you are not, as readily available. I mean,
Yeah.
not that Columbus is very far, but you're going to have your own stuff going on.
Hmm.
And I think that was my biggest concern is building this relationship with Jackson and then
Yep.
you know, never speaking again. So
Yeah.
I liked the
Yeah.
fact that, this is accessible online. I mean, we talked about, the check-ins and
Hmm.
building a community with other players and everything about that I really like because, even some of Jackson's own personal friends, unless you're in it, you really don't get it. And it would be
Yeah.
nice for him to connect with other kids who, are going to practice 2 to 3 to 4 times a week, doing games on the weekend, and understanding that those things are for a reason, and
Hmm.
they're you know there's other kids that are going through that too because they're all still kids at the end of the day.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
anyways, but yeah, just really just being able to stay connected with you while
Yeah.
you're doing your own thing.
Yeah, I think in my playing experience, there were times, I'm sure you understand this as a parent, like there were times that, I really like this coach. I built, trust with this coach, and then either they would leave out of nowhere or I would leave. And then we wouldn't speak again unless it was something to do with soccer. And
Yeah.
I think that's what's missing from a lot of coaches. Like there are a lot of amazing coaches. Um, but and I understand because I've been a club coach myself, but I think just that deeper connection is super important, especially because I'm still younger. I think um, it's good for Jackson to see that even though I played soccer in college, like like I'm a human. I go through a lot of
Hmm.
things. It's not an easy road to get there. So I'm
Yeah,
excited for that.
absolutely.
I think it'll be great. And I appreciate you trusting me with that. So I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I know he's excited too. He's asked a few times already, like, how have you been doing? And, he's ready to start the online stuff in
Yeah,
September. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that was kind of all the questions I had. I think just wanted to hear some of your thoughts, on the past few months, just because, we've worked a lot together and we built a good relationship. Um,
mhm.
so yeah, I think, my impression of Jackson, because I don't want to just sit here and talk about me. I think Jackson's a great player, great kid. When I got to know him, I think, obviously he's pretty quiet,
Hmm.
but I think he's gotten out of his shell a little bit, which is awesome. And you know he scored, and I still haven't seen the footage, but he scored a game winner in the President's Cup final this summer with
It's
his
the
left foot. Yeah,
unicorn shot. Nobody got it. We were all
that's
just
right.
like in
Yeah, of
shock
course.
from it.
I'm happy it happened.
Yeah.
I wish there was a video. But yeah, any of the Premier League fans out there, Jackson's like Cole Palmer. Got that amazing left foot. But yeah, he's a great kid. I'm excited to keep working with him and you
Yeah,
guys.
I'm excited to see. I mean, he's kind of just, getting to that age where he's kind of transitioning from what I would consider like a little kid, and he's going to be 13. And so
Yeah,
I think this is like the perfect time for you to work with him.
for
So,
sure. Yeah, I'm excited. Well, thank you for taking some time today to talk about it.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you for asking me to do it.
Absolutely. All right. Take care.
All right, thanks.
All right. I'm just